Welcome back to Hiking with Kathleen. In today's episode, we have kickstarted the camping season for 2025. So we are here in the third week of May at MacGregor Point Provincial Park. And you could almost call this episode Paddling with Kathleen, because the very first thing we did, which took place just yesterday, is we paddled the Saugeen River. We teamed up with some friends. We're going to introduce you to them, and you'll see what kind of a paddle experience that was for us. So we are here for a period of time. We're here for about another week and a half, and it's a great time of year to be able to see the migrating birds making their way through. So I hope you stay tuned. Well, we're down here at the Saugeen River, and this is day 2 of our camping experience. We are so excited. We are at access point 10, and I'm going to give you a quick view of the river. We're just getting ready to take our kayaks off of the truck, and this is where we're going to have a chance to paddle today. Oh my God, we're so excited about this. We weren't thinking the temperatures were going to work out very well because when we arrived yesterday, it was, I don't know, 10 degrees, 9 degrees Celsius. That's cold for camping. And today it started off at 0 degrees. You know, it was something like 4 feeling like 0. So we're thinking, we don't want to rush into this. It's cold. But we're sitting at about 11:30 in the morning right now. And we know it's going to go up to 13 degrees Celsius this afternoon. So we're good and we're ready. And now we are going to start taking down our equipment. We're here with friends that you would have met on this channel last year if you watched the episode when we were camping at MacGregor and paddling the Saugeen. So we are again going to be paddling with Jim and Mike today. And Mike has his sister along. Her name is Jenna. So they're just doing a little shuffling back and forth because you have to put your vehicles at different access points. And so anyway, you'll have a chance to meet them too on this journey.
Oh, see? Everything has to be neat and tidy.
So in this video, you're going to have a chance to see those of us who are paddling this mission today. So we have Mike, whom you met last year. We have Jim. He and Mike joined us last year. And this year, we have new additions. So we have Gina, that's Mike's sister, and Gina's wife, Paula. And so Paula is going to be she's on shuttle duty today. So I'm going to sweep across and you'll have a chance to meet each of these individuals now and over the course of today's paddle.
Oh.
Jim, this is an excellent time for you. Okay. Shuttler.
We're good,
And
Sonny.
of course you would know Shannon.
All right.
And there's Gina.
Hi. How you doing?
So now you have a good idea of the full crew. So Gina is going to be paddling along with Jim in one canoe. Mike's on his own, and Shannon and I are each in our kayaks. So we're ready to push off. Okay. We'll see you when we see you. Yeah. So we're paddling with a headwind against it, and some riffles. It's our first wave action. Water levels are nice and high. Big thing to watch out for are the rocks. So far it's nice and gentle. So Jim and Mike are good at reading the water. So we're just watching them as they're reading the lines. So other than just being a little rolly, it wasn't too bad out there. one-stop beauty up here. Okay, so I just saw a raccoon come up from the shore of the water. Turned on the camera, but there was no chance of getting it. So it was probably just doing a little bit of fishing and saw us come along and made its way up to higher ground. So we have a road coming up, which would mean that there's another access point. So we got in at 10, so that would be 11. So that means we're about halfway finished. But overall, it's been pretty easy. And I think part of that is because the water levels were so high. So a lot of the rocks that are here in the Saugeen River were not a problem. When the water levels are lower, you're going to have a lot more obstacles that are obvious, which doesn't mean that they're obvious and easy to dodge. It just means that they jut out and they pose more of a safety issue. Incredibly peaceful out here. Being out in nature certainly has the ability to cure whatever ails you, within reason. Okay, looks like this is where they want to have our lunch break. So I guess we'll get off here then. So we're just finishing up our lunch break here. And so this is access point 12. We started at 11 and we will end at 13. So it's been a really great view to be able to just admire the Saugeen River from our picnic table setting. Oh shit. We've seen a few goslings along the way, so we've got a little family of them right up here. I only see one little one and two parents. Yep. Shallow here. So far, so good. I think I hear the sound of traffic, so I'm not happy about that, because it means we're heading to that access point where we're about to get out. Oh gosh, it's been so peaceful. Yes, we've been paddling against a headwind. Yeah, it's just I'm not ready to get off the river yet. We give an estimate of 2 hours between access points. Typically you can get that done faster than that. So I think probably by the time we're finished today, I'll give you a time check, but it'll probably be about 3 hours of paddling time. It's just been amazing. Just love being out here where your chances of crossing paths with people are very rare, other than those that you're traveling with. And we haven't seen a single soul paddling the river. The only people really we saw was at one of the campgrounds we passed. Passed a few homes. But anyway, it's a river where you can sort of get lost in your thoughts. I wish I'd taken out that other Canon camera from time to time. It's just that I wasn't able to trust that I didn't have rapids or things to go through. But we saw on a few different occasions what looked like nighthawks flying close to the water after bugs, you know, with the white elbows. That is sort of a standout field note. There's killdeer flying nearby. But yeah, so it's been an interesting journey for sure. Anyway, I'll keep paddling until I know for sure we're at an access point. Sure enough, that was road traffic I heard. And straight ahead is another bridge, which means it's another access point. So we got in at 10. We actually, 11 was at that campground called Saugeen Bluffs. And then we had our lunch at access point 12. So this must be access point 13. Hey, anybody, are you ready to get out? Are you? Okay. I just love the serenity out here. I just love the serenity out here.
Yeah, I do too. I'm struggling with my thumbs.
Oh, okay. All right, good time for us to get out then.
It's the wind, right?
Yep.
I don't want to tell them that.
No.
I've been in pain for the last hour.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, that's too bad.
Don't tell them.
No, okay. No, I think this is the access point, isn't it? That's, well, there's a green sign that hangs from it. I think this is the access point, honey.
I hope so.
Well, you see Mike is heading, he's beelining it for it.
I thought he said we had 2 hours to go after 1 hour.
Well,
The wind has been challenging at times.
yeah, I agree.
You're right, this must be it.
Yeah, he just had to find the parking lot side. Hey, look at that, you got a little spring in your step now. Pretty shallow here. Yep. People are getting out of their boats. Almost missed the one we were at for lunch because there's quite a current. So I'm going to buddy up, pull in close so I don't overshoot it again because the others had to come out to navigate my boat. Holy cow. Okay. All right, safe landing. So we're sufficiently tuckered out, and we figured it's, you know, we looked at the number of kilometers. So it appears as though today we paddled 17 and a half kilometers, and that felt really good. We had a headwind that was pretty gusty for a large part of that. But anyway, it worked out very well. It was just a really great experience. Beautiful sunny skies. And the temperature's warmed up sufficiently. I don't know what it is, about 13 degrees Celsius. So now we have our driver who is going to bring the vehicle drivers back to get their vehicles. Shannon's going. I'm staying with the equipment. So Shannon and I have just finished up our day of paddling the Saugeen River. We're back at MacGregor Point Provincial Park, and as we drove in, I ran into this vehicle because I recognize it. The person who is arriving to the vehicle is Derek Morningstar, and he's one that I interviewed in a previous video, which I'll link in this one.
So I heard about a bat condo that's been installed here at MacGregor Point and thought I'd check it out. I was able to get close enough that I can smell the guano and I can tell that there are bats using it. I don't know how many, but it'd be great to get some video footage to see which bats come out of there, how many have come out in the evening just past sunset. I expect it's little brown myotis, but hopefully they can learn more about what it is, and it'd be good to know how many.
So this is a Batman, and so he knows what he's talking about. So that's pretty cool. So I'll keep an eye on that. I'll come back and do some footage on that later. But right now we're heading back to our site.
Boardwalk around there.
Yeah.
And I just slowly walked around and took my lunch with me, and then I had lunch out at they call it fountain. My name is Gina, and I have been paddling for most of my adult life, which is a long freaking time. But most of the paddling I've done up until now has been flat water, paddling lakes, portaging, going from one lake to the next, get into a quiet spot away from people, ideally, which is beautiful. It's lovely. You're always going slow enough. You can check out the scenery and the wildlife along the way. You can do some fishing. And today, for the first time, well, really, the first time in a long time, I had a chance to do some river canoeing with a little bit of whitewater. And it was different. It was lovely. It was really exciting, and I can see why it could be something you'd easily get addicted to. There's a real thrill when you see the moving water and the little white caps, you know, to get there and experience whatever it is it's going to have for you. So it was good. It was very nice. Thank you, Jim, for your kind words and your encouragement and the occasional instruction. Stop doing that, stupid. No. Don't. Get your paddle out of the water. God damn you. No, he didn't. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
My name is Jim Jarrett, and I had the privilege of paddling with Gina, and we had a fantastic time. It was her first time going down a river with any kind of movement, and it was we had a great time. We had no issues, and she's a quick learner. I just give her a few pointers, and we're off to the races, and we had a great time. Other than it was a little difficult at times because of the wind. The wind was supposed to be behind us, but being in the Saugeen, it's always in your face. So, but other than that, there's lots of wildlife, lots of birds, and because the water level was a little on the high side, it was moving faster, and it took all the rocks out of the equation, so we didn't have to worry about it hitting any rocks. But it also lessened the rapids. They weren't as wavy or as rough as they typically would. But it's an excellent river for beginners to learn. Certainly it's not a whitewater river, but it's a Class 1 whitewater river, if you want to call it that. And it's a great place to learn your skills, and it's super place. We just really enjoy the Saugeen, and I would encourage anybody that is interested in any kind of paddling to try the Saugeen. Lots of places to stay, and it's just a super spot. You've probably never seen what they've done to the eagles.
So at this time, Shannon and I have come over to join Jim and Mike and Mike's sister Gina and her wife Paula. So they are staying at a yurt and it's really nice. It looks like it's brand new. The deck around it is brand new. So this is a really great spot. So we're sharing the fire up with them, and we were just sort of going through our reflections on how that experience affected us today. And really, it was a great day. Yes, we had some wind. We were facing some headwind, but the fact that we were out on the Saugeen River on a bright, sunny day, where the temperatures had warmed up to 13 degrees Celsius. I mean, we were really grateful for all of that. So that worked out very, very well. And I know that, for instance, Gina had not paddled whitewater before, and I know Jim said it's not really whitewater. Shannon and I feel it is, because there were times where, not today per se, but in the last couple of years where we have paddled with them, that, you know, it was challenging enough for us because we're newbies when it comes to whitewater paddling. So anyway, it was a great experience, and we're so glad that we brought you along.
Lovely. That was lovely. Thank you for inviting me. I'd love to come back. I think that would be.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't think my
Anyway, I was just saying that oh. Not a Wallace wants to